Hello folks, it's King771 here, back with a whole other video. So I'm here to talk about the Cyberpower Gamer Supreme from Best Buy. So this is the RTX build. This is the RTX 3070 and Ryzen 700 build with the 1 terabyte of data. Stay tuned and we'll get right into it. So if you're watching this video right now, you're probably watching this video because of one thing only. You're probably thinking of buying this computer. You probably saw it on Best Buy and think, why don't I look on YouTube and see what folks are saying about it before I buy it? So this actually is a 4-month review. So I've had this unit for 4 months. So I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I'm not being paid by Cyberpower PC or anything. This is my personal YouTube channel. While you're at it, be so kind. I'll give you like about 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button right now. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell whenever there's a new video. This helps support the channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, folks, so keep it going. So this unit itself, folks, has a 3.6 gigahertz 8-core Ryzen 7 3007X processor in it. So it's quite really good processor and a really good rating and really good speeds. So it has a Crucial Ballistics 8x2 gigabyte of RAM and it's rated at 3000 megahertz. So I've gone ahead and overclocked those. So I'm getting actual 3000 megahertz with this one. So I also have a 1 terabyte of Adata Swordfish, and that is for the SSD NVMe internal storage. I also have a Gigabyte B450 DS4 Wi-Fi based motherboard, and it comes with a triple fan Gigabyte NVIDIA Experience RTX 3070 graphic card, which is a very monstrous, a very powerful graphic card. It also comes with Wi-Fi 6. I also have 6 3.1 USB ports and 2 2.0 USB ports. The graphic card itself also has 2 HDMI slots and also have 2 display ports. So one of the main questions I get on this channel from some of you folks is, can you overclock it? Can you overclock this PC? And the answer is yes. I've overclocked my PC. I overclock it through with the NVIDIA Experience tab, which is the one I recommend to overclock it through. You can also use Afterburner, but then you also have to manually overclock it to the speeds that you want. The good thing about the NVIDIA Experience app is that it automatically, adjusts your overclock to the game that you're playing, but also checks to see the different components that you have and to see how best that they can push the graphic card to push out a little bit more frames while also protecting your graphic card and protecting your PC itself. So when we talk about like the numbers, so I have the raw numbers right now. So when we talk about GTA, on GTA on average I was getting 120 to 144 frames on GTA 5. So the bad thing about GTA 5 is that they don't display the frames in the game, but I'm estimating somewhere around 120 to 144 based on just the settings alone. So when it comes to Warzone, I actually have some solid numbers as well. When I was playing Warzone with DLSS on, I'm actually averaging around 134 to 155 frames. And with Cold War, I'm averaging around 155 to 165 frames. So basically, I have a Samsung G7 monitor. So it's a 1440p monitor. So these are numbers I'm basing off 1440p. And I have a total overclock speed. I have a total speed of 144 frames to 144 hertz, but I've overclocked my monitor to run at 165 hertz, 165 frames. So that's one of the reasons why I was able to get those ratings a little bit higher. So if you're running like a 1080p monitor, you're probably able to get, like I say in Warzone, an average 150, 160 to 170 frames, which is still really good. Bear in mind that consoles right now is locked to 120 frames. You don't even get 120 frames. So I also want to just self-disclose right now that I also did a little bit of upgrade to the computer. So it's a very minor upgrade. All I did was added 2 more 8 gigabytes of RAM. So I know I have 32 gigabytes and those are also overclocked too as well. And that should be able to give me about 5 to 10 more frames per second. So it's not really a significant difference I've noticed from adding more RAM. But I just added more RAM onto it just because I also use my computer for streaming as well. So while I'm streaming and I'm gaming, it helps a little bit more with that. I also use it to edit videos sometimes. So it's really helpful to have a little bit more RAM, especially when you're doing some of those more strenuous tasks. So the second thing I've also added is that I also added a 4 terabytes of hard drive data. So I added 4 gigabytes of hard drive just so I could use that extra amount of space to store some of my games that don't require like a lot faster load times, and to also save some of my videos on that card itself. So let me talk about the temperature itself, and I have some hard numbers here for the temperatures. So When we talk about temperatures, for my personal PC, so yours may be a little bit different if you're watching this video and you already bought the PC. So mine, I'm getting an average about 53 to 56 degrees Celsius. When I'm idling in the home screen, because I lock my FPS to 60 FPS when I'm in the home screen just to give the graphic card a rest. In game, I'm getting about 60 to 67 degrees Celsius from the graphic card, and this is overclocked, folks. So very good temperature reading, I would say, from this this graphic card itself. One of the main selling points when it comes to cooling itself and heat was the liquid cooling that this unit comes with. When I was buying the PC, I really wanted liquid cooling. I thought liquid cooling was just so much cooler. I did a lot of research on it and I realized that liquid cooling is a little bit better because, and the real reason why liquid cooling is better, folks, is because liquid cooling gives you a more steady temperature. So that's one of the main aspects, one of the positive things I would say about grabbing and getting this PC. So I'm going to talk about some of the problems and the known problems. This computer itself hasn't given me a lot of problems, it's just a lot of crashes, and I get to figure out that the crash was coming from the cheap SSD that was in there. So basically my PC was crashing a lot. I had to call Cyberpower PC just to get a little bit more help with that. So my cousin's system was even worse with his crashes, because when his computer crashes, it would wipe his entire data. So my computer had a missing key when I got mine. So when I got mine said Windows not registered, and then I had to call them and get a new key, which was an easy fix. The one thing I hate about this PC is the Wi-Fi 4.2. In this new age, folks, like, you need Wi-Fi 5. My Wi-Fi 4.2 was like was disconnecting all the time to my controller and to all my accessories. So I ended up having to buy another dongle to get like a Bluetooth power from it so I can get Wi-Fi 5. So we're gonna talk about the final verdict. This is my final verdict. Should you go ahead and buy this PC? I would say 4 months ago when I bought mine, yes, but now, no. The build right now from Best Buy is not the best build, I would say. So this is from one of my viewers. I want to thank, I believe his name is Rob Teller. So Rob Teller from USA was able to give me some solid numbers of when he purchased his PC. So shout out to you, Rob Teller. If you're watching this video, I want to say a shout out to you. But basically, Rob Teller said that the price of the Cyberpower PC Gamer Supreme, the one that I'm reviewing right now, was $1,349, and now it's $1,559 US. That's Best Buy in USA. It's definitely not worth the price hike. Go somewhere else and buy a better PC. If you want to go ahead and buy it regardless, by all means. If it's the only one available, it's there. But the price you're selling it for now, it's not worth it. It's not really a big bang for the buck. It's not really a big value, but it's something to have. The thing about me, folks, is I'm going to be real. Every single one of my videos, I'm going to be completely real. I'm not getting paid by any of these companies to sell their products. I'm not getting paid by Best Buy. I'm not getting paid by Cyberpower. I'm not getting paid by any of these companies. So every review that I do on this channel of any product is going to be absolutely real. And I'm going to tell you the absolute truth. So hit that subscribe button. I'm spending my own money buying all these products so I can review them to let you folks know if you should buy them or not. So basically, this is it, folks. Like, this is the end of the video for my Cyberpower PC Gamer Supreme. It's a good PC. I've been using it for the last 4 months. Had minor issues, a little bit of crashing here and there, but it runs the games super smooth. For all things computer, controllers, and Warzone, and everything else. This is King of the North 771 saying peace. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.